up? We're back on the road and we're off toward Vegas, and I can't wait. This is going to be super exciting. Now, we did have to stop off this morning, and so we decided to stop off at Fry's. We ate our lunch there and we gassed up, and now we're on the way. I think we're going to stop off at Kingman tonight and then make it into Vegas tomorrow. Anyway, so with that said, we have some driving to do. We're about 4 hours away from Vegas. Again, I think we're going to stop halfway, but you know, I'm back on the road. You know, we were in the Phoenix and Tucson areas for a while. We are going to be making it back to Arizona. We've just had a lot of really crazy, weird weather days. And so we decided to put off some of the things that we wanted to do until we come back. So for the time being, we're on the road. Oh, guys. For some reason, today's drive is only like an hour and a half, but I'm so tired. Wow, we had to pull off for a minute. Riley needed to walk Tyson. I needed to stretch a little bit. She's trying to like troubleshoot something that's going on in her Subaru. And then we're going to hit the road again. We still have a ways to go, and definitely tired. Definitely feeling all of the tired catching up. Also, this bird's nest of hair that I have going on right here, it is overdue for a haircut, and I think you can see it. Now, fun story. At one point, I went to a barber, and they had a nice haircut going on, and then I went to this other person, and they pushed my hairline back. So I've been trying to grow out these little baby hairs forever, and they're finally getting to a point where I can kind of manage them, but in the meantime, the rest of this is just a hot mess. So when we get to Vegas, that's going to be on my list also. A haircut, potentially some color, because why not? And I have a few other things in store also. Now, while we are in Vegas, Riley and I have a few videos that we're definitely going to be shooting at some really interesting places. Now, one of these places is more of a fancy place, so we're going to have a fancy day. I have decided that because a lot of you have asked me numerous times about my fancy days and what that like constitutes as and what all that I do and stuff like that, that I would share that. So I'm going to be creating a video kind of like a get ready with me where I just chit chat with you guys and show you how I do my makeup and things like that. Now, I realize this isn't going to be something that everybody wants to watch, and I get that totally, but for all of you who have been asking for this video, it is coming very soon, I promise. I just usually don't think that that's much that has to do with, like, you know, the van journey. So I haven't been adding that into like my regular like videos of getting dressed or showing you guys around camp or anything like that. It's definitely not like a museum or activity video, but because there have been so many of, I did decide that I want to go ahead and show you how I prep my skin, go ahead and do my makeup, fix my hair, and show you what a typical day whenever we're doing something that isn't just like a athleisure kind of day kind of looks like. So that's what we're going to do whenever we get there. But for now, it's kind of that weird time of day where it's also hot and also cold, and I'm in a long sleeve, but you can see I'm kind of pink because it's kind of warm. I don't know what to do with this, guys. I just don't know. Guess what, guys? We just woke up at this truck stop, and normally I would change clothes and put myself together, but we're not that far from Vegas. We're in Kingman, and it is cold. I've been blasting my heater for a while, but look at this right here. Yep, super, super cold. Not digging this. Super not digging this, but we're about to go to Vegas. Again, we're gonna be at Riley's parents' house, kind of house sitting, so I'm just gonna like go in what I'm in and it'll be fine. And then once we get there, then I'll tackle, well, this and all the other things. I also need to clean out my van while we're here, so I'm probably gonna do a few projects while we're sitting still, because that's always easier, and I'll share those with you guys. But for now, it's time to get on the road. It looks like Riley just finished fueling up. Yep, there she is. So let's get going. Okay, so we made a choice that we are going to eat some breakfast, and since we're in Kingman, why not stop off at a Route 66 themed diner? So that's what we're gonna do today. Again, I'm not gonna do the entirety of Route 66 here in Kingman. I've already done bits and pieces of it, but one of these days I'm gonna do the whole thing and I'm gonna share it with you guys. But for today, we need some food, so why not? So we're just driving to get there. It shouldn't take too long. From where we stayed last night, it's only about 6 miles. We made it to Route 66, so now we're just looking for 1.1 miles away, the diner. Of course, the last time I was in Kingman, I picked up this patch right here, and if you're new to my channel, I collect patches. I have a lot of them, like a lot of them. I collect them for all of my various adventures, and Kingman has had several different adventures for sure. There's a lot to do here. In fact, you can go to my Arizona playlist and see some of the things I've done in Kingman. There's a Mojave Museum. There's a Route 66 museum here. I've come here as a part of other videos earlier in my channel. And for now, it's time to put on the beanie because it's still cold outside, and I'm going to show you what this cafe looks like. Let's scare Riley. She's getting better at this. She didn't jump this time. That was impressive. There was no jumping. I'm quite impressed. Okay, now that she's getting herself together, let's actually go inside because it is cold this morning. Oh, super, super, super cold. Okay, we're inside. It's so cold outside, but I had to show you what it looks like out there. It's so cute. They have super good reviews. They're right on Route 66. Why not stop here? And their menu is expansive. I'm going to show you a few of the options, and I'll tell you what we end up with. Okay, this is what we have right here. It is a multi-page menu. We did already order some coffee because it is just so cold. And this is all just ongoing amazingness. So, like, for example, omelets. So many omelets right here, and then south of the border, and then hot sandwiches. They have pastas, so you can get like breakfast or lunch here. They also have some really yummy stuff like eggs Benedict and Wellingtons and things like that. So again, so many different options, and there's more. And there's more again. Okay, Riley.
Yes?
What did you order?
Oh, eggs Wellington. I totally forgot. So it's like an eggs Benedict, except instead of being topped with Canadian bacon, they put small bits of prime rib on top.
Ooh.
And it's still the 2 poached eggs, and it's all over, I think, grilled onions and mushrooms, except I don't like mushrooms, so I got rid of the mushrooms.
Makes sense. And I ended up getting a Texas skillet. I know it sounds cliche. I'm from Texas. That wasn't the reason. I asked the waitress which one she thought was the best out of all the skillets because I definitely wanted a skillet. And she told me that this one or the Meat Lovers was the best. I looked at the ingredients. I thought the Texas one sounded delightful, so we went for it. I just need something in my belly. I've been up so long today. I woke up at 6 o'clock. And I know that might not seem early to a lot of people, but when you're in a van that is 30 degrees and you're sitting there not wanting to get up, 6 a.m. is like agony because it hasn't gotten warm enough in the day yet. So I just sat there shivering and working under my covers for 2 hours. Now I need food. Okay, so this is Riley's. That looks super good.
Yeah.
We kind of knew that Riley was going to get some version of Benedict because this is kind of her jammy jam if you guys haven't picked it up yet. She looks happy. I mean, it does look really yummy. I'm just waiting on my tortillas, but let me show you what I got. I got a skillet, and this is kind of my jammy jam. I really like the comfort of having something super filling in the morning because sometimes I forget to eat. And so this way, if I don't eat lunch, I'm still good because this is going to hold with me.
Yeah.
This is a lot of eggs. It's only supposed to be 2 eggs, but this is huge. So I'm not a huge egg person. I don't know if I'll eat all of that, but I'll blend it in and see that, we'll just make the best of it. Okay, salsa's here and tortillas are here. Time to eat. So that means I'll see you guys in just a few minutes because I am starving. Well, guys, that was good. I think you can see, and Riley's already finished hers up too. This was a good stop. It is really warm in here though. That's the only downside. And in comparison to the super cold, I know that sounds like really petty because I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cold. But then we came in here and it's like super, super warm. And then having the warm coffee, it's a lot. Woo! Okay, that was really good. But now, back in the cold we are, and it's so windy. Oh no. Okay, I ran the heater whenever we first got in the van earlier because it was so cold. Now it's up to 66, and I haven't been in the van for like an hour, so that's pretty good. Something I've learned about van life is that if you can get it warm, you can be okay because you can always kind of keep moving throughout the day. So we got it warm. It's not freezing. However, the floor is so cold still. So I'm definitely going to be doing a little bit more of the heater to the feet because, oh, no. So we'll just adjust this right here and turn it back on. And now the little tootsies down here can get cozy. Okay, so we're gonna roll out. Riley just said she is ready, so we're waiting on her to back out over there. You can kind of see there's the roof box. Yep, there she is. Okay, so we're trying to figure out how to get out of the parking lot. It's kind of compact in here, so this could take a minute. Looks like Riley has found us a path. It's a little bit of a weird path, but you know, nothing new here, nothing new. In fact, we have both concurred that this is the strangest parking lot ever, and it is only beaten in the strange category by my hair right now. That's it. But it looks like we have in fact turned ourselves around, and as we have, we're going past one last little spot here. Look at this. This is so cute. I love the murals here in Kingman. Now, as you kind of go through Kingman, there's murals all over the place, especially along this strip, and they're really cool. They also have a lot of really neat art that's kind of out and about. So whenever we do that Route 66 trip, I'll show you a lot of that. But for the time being, we are on the highway, well, the road, and we're on our way. Well, kind of. There's a light. But you get the point. You get the point. I knew it was cold last night, but you can see over there's a little snow on the mountains. Ah! I was realistically very surprised whenever I woke up this morning and I didn't have ice because I assumed that I would, but I did not. And that was really nice, but it sounded like it was like blowing in a little bit last night around 2. On the road we go now. As you kind of see some of the things that are around, you can see some of the old Route 66 neons that are still here. There's not a ton of them, but there are some. And as Riley's leading the way, we're going down kind of where the museum that I've been to is. In fact, both of the museums are within a block of one another, and we're passing a guy on a one wheel. Oh wow, we just passed a railroad museum that I didn't even know was here. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to come back to Kingman again. There's the visitor center and museum, and that's the big arch that you can drive through. And then on the opposite side, there is this really cool retired train. And the train industry was really big here in Kingman, so we learned that at the museum. And then as we keep going forward, just about where Riley is, that's the Mojave Museum, and that place was super awesome. But while we're at the light, that's what it looks like right there. Yeah, that's it. I spent a good couple hours in there, and also it's kind of interesting because when you turn off the highway, you're turning onto Andy Devine, that's what the road's called, and you learn a little bit about Andy Devine in that museum right there. Oh no, guys, we got stopped at another light, and look at this poor trucker. He has broken down like right over there. That's like the exit to the highway, and then he's just there blocking it. And it sounds like his truck is rattling. That's not good. Do you see that snow over there? That's Mount Charleston, which means we're getting close. I hadn't been to Vegas in a year, and I have definitely missed it. I enjoy this area a lot. For those of you who are new to my channel, I actually lived here for about 4 months. There's so many cool outdoor things to explore, and this is definitely time to do it. Well, normally, right now it's super cold, which is kind of not as typical, but you know, we'll figure something out. We got lots of plans. Viva Las Vegas! We made it, guys! You can see the strip is over there kind of in the distance. Yep, we finally made it. Well, guys, we have arrived, and so now we're in Vegas, and I'm going to be sharing some of our adventures that we're going on here with you guys on some upcoming uploads. Now, there's a lot of things that we have planned, including some food videos, so I'm so excited. Vegas is one of my favorite food cities. There's so many different options, so I'm going to share those with you guys. But for now, I'm going to go and unpack a few things and address all of this. So the next time that you see me, I should be much more put together. It's been a hard couple of days with this super cold and then also like having to drive as much as we have. And yeah, it's just time to take a little bit of self-care time while we're here, and I can do that. So I'm going to be cutting my hair, coloring it probably, and also addressing a few other things. So stay tuned. Also, I'm going to be doing a video of the hair color that I'm going to be using over on the Tri channel. Now, you guys have been asking about the Tri channel, and I haven't provided a lot of information yet. I will start posting more information about the Tri channel as soon as those videos are available. So, until then, if you find it, you find it. It's not anything super exciting though right now. All the videos on there are 2 or 3 years old. They're kind of fun. So if you want something comedic, Bunny tries everything. It's all kind of like one word. If not, that's okay too. You can check it out whenever I start uploading new stuff. But for the time being, I'm going to stretch it out kind of and go inside so that I can get to work on some stuff for you guys. Remember, guys, we're not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time, and traveling with friends is always that. But sometimes just getting from point A to point B successfully is the best victory. Till next time, guys. Bye.